Hello there. I thought I would check in today and let you know that there are three levels of listening and speaking that you will learn in our upcoming program. So, did you know that? Have you ever gotten the feeling of sweaty palms, or not sleeping well, or an anxious tummy, or forgetting altogether what you're going to be talking about in terms of a presentation? So just for a moment, imagine you have a presentation coming up. So can everybody just close your eyes for a second and think about, what is my next presentation where I need to showcase my work, my team's work, or my company? So raise your hand if you have something in mind. I'm going to assume you do. Now, the first step that happens is what? We start to feel self-conscious. We might get bombarded by old limiting beliefs that say, oh, who is really going to be listening to you? Are you really the expert? Do you really have something to share? Well, I'm here to tell you that that is just a normal human function, and that is part of the fear part of public speaking that helps keeps us safe. It keeps us steady and it keeps us in our comfort zone. But obviously, if we want to share our great work and we want to make change in the world, we absolutely need to share our work, and we need to impact the space and the audience and the industry that we're in by sharing that work. Maybe you're like me and you have decades of notebooks and thought journals and things that you'd like to share with people, but then you never do. Well, now's your chance, because you're going to be learning these three levels of speaking. They're going to change the way you publicly speak forevermore. Now, raise your hand if that sounds like a great idea, to have a proven methodology that reminds you before you go on that level one is just a function of being human. Level one just means you're thinking about yourself. It's where we're basically encouraged to exist all the time. Sadly, though, level one speaking keeps us very stuck and very small and not very interesting as a speaker. So what we want to do is we want to rise out of level one and we want to move into level two, which now changes you wanting to be interesting to your audience to wanting to be interested in your audience. Now, we've all experienced an inspiring speaker that thinks about not only their message, but they translate it into a world where we can now understand it as the audience. So imagine for a second, who is that speaker for you? Who is natural, comfortable, charismatic, inspiring, but they also provide information. That's essentially what we're going to be covering in our upcoming programs that I don't want you to miss. So we're talking about level two. Level two is now all about you. Level one was all about me, and that's where self-consciousness lives. Level two is now about my audience, and a great mantra before you go on for your presentation is little me move over and big me take over. That is essentially the essence of moving from level one to level two, is now moving into your higher self that says, yes, I am the conduit for this message. I am the one who needs to speak up about this topic. It could be anything from banking to healthcare to clean energy to innovations to AI to technology, you name the topic. What if you are the one that is tapped here and now to present on it? So that's where we go in level two, is we start thinking about our audience. What do they already know? What do they need to know from my presentation? How do I want them to feel as I'm giving them this information? And what do I want them to do with this information? You see how this is audience focused rather than self-focused. Big difference. Now we're excited. Now we're sharing our good work and what we know and our knowledge and our know-how, and we're packaging it in a way that can help the experience of learning this new material. So we've covered level 1 and we've covered level 2. Level 2 is just all about you. Now, you in the level 2 is more of a hard focus on the audience. Level 3, which is now where we're going to go next, is around expanding now out. You're including yourself and what you want to share with the audience, but you're really focused on what they are going to learn. Not so much what you're going to share, but what you want to learn. So the level 3 encompasses everything. It's like the biggest satellite that we could possibly imagine that's pulling in how much time you have. Is the audience interested in what I'm saying? Are they starting to check their phones? Do I need to jump off the stage and be more engaging? Do I need to stand up and bring my physical presence? Do I need to ask a question? Never underestimate the power of a question in the middle of your talk to get engagement. And remember, if you are bored with yourself, then your audience is bored. And so that's your first indication to spice it up. Add a question, raise your hand, share a win, whatever it might be. I can give you 1,000 examples of ways to spice up your engaging presentation. But the most important is the level 3. You're aware of everything going on at once while you're delivering your information. So if this is interesting to you and could be potentially a whole new way of speaking that has you wanting to lean in and have fun with it and sign up for more, and yes, I will host that meeting, and yes, I will be the MC at that, and yes, I will be the guest speaker. These are all the techniques, tools, toolkit that you need to say, yes, yes, I will be that speaker. So join us for more. We have upcoming programs both virtually and in person, and we can't wait to share more with you very soon. So take care and talk again.